Hey guys, Bryce Altus here, Doctor of Audiology at Applied Hearing Solutions in Phoenix, Arizona. Today, I'm going to be showing you how to quickly switch between different Bluetooth devices for the purpose of audio streaming using your Phonak Marvel or Paradise hearing aids. If you have Phonak Marvel or Paradise hearing aids that are Bluetooth compatible, you can pair your hearing aids with multiple different Bluetooth devices. By doing this, you can choose which device you want to have audio sent from the device directly into your ears through your hearing aid. If you have Paradise hearing aids, you can pair your hearing aids with up to 8 different devices, but you can only be actively connected to 2 devices at the same time. If you have Marvel hearing aids, you can pair with up to 2 different devices, but you can only be actively connected to 1 device at a time. In today's video, I'm going to show you the difference between actually being paired and actually being actively connected to different Bluetooth devices, as well as showing you how to disconnect and reconnect to different Bluetooth devices that you are already paired with. Now, whenever you want to connect 2 Bluetooth devices, let's say your hearing aids are one device and your phone are the other device, you first need to pair them together in order to then connect them wirelessly so that you can send audio from one device to the other. You can think of pairing as like a form of digital handshake, where you are introducing one device to the other so that they are aware of each other's existence. Once these 2 devices are introduced to each other, then they can start talking to each other, also known as being actively connected when sending audio information from one to the other. As a rule of thumb, you can be paired or introduced to multiple different Bluetooth devices, but you can't be talking to all of these devices or connected to all those devices at the same time. In other words, your hearing aids can be aware of other Bluetooth devices being in existence, but you can't have all of these Bluetooth devices sending audio into your hearing aids all at the same time. This is why it's important for you to know how to disconnect and reconnect between different Bluetooth devices so that you can send audio from the chosen device that you want to use at any given time without the need to completely forget the pairing and then have to repair these devices at a later date. Now, with that out of the way, let me start by showing you how to disconnect and reconnect with certain devices for the purpose of audio streaming and trading off between or switching between these Bluetooth devices for the purpose of audio streaming. However, if you are looking for information on how to initially pair or introduce your hearing aids to different Bluetooth devices, or if you're looking to switch between different Bluetooth devices for the sole purpose of using the Phonak app for hearing aid adjustment and remote control and support purposes, let me know in the comment section below and I'll be sure to make a video on that specific topic at a later date. As for today, let's get started. Here we have 4 different Bluetooth enabled devices. We have an iPad, an iPhone, an Android phone, and we have a set of Paradise hearing aids. Since Paradise hearing aids can be paired with up to 8 different Bluetooth devices, we already have paired these hearing aids with all 3 of these different Bluetooth devices. But since Paradise can only be actively connected to 2 of these devices at any given time, I'm only connected to 2 out of these 3 devices. To see which devices we are actively connected to, we first need to go to the Bluetooth settings of each of these devices. Tap on Settings, then tap on Bluetooth for iPhone and iPad. For Android, tap on Settings, then tap on Connections, then tap on Bluetooth. If you have already paired your hearing aids with any of these devices, you should see the words either right or left Phonak hearing aid. You might see main Phonak hearing aid, or you might actually see your name listed in the My Devices section or Paired Devices sections on any of these devices. For audio streaming, we don't need to worry about the additional Bluetooth connections listed with the LE in front of the device name. These connections are only used for the Phonak app and thus don't need to be established in other audio source devices if we're only looking to send audio from these devices to your hearing aids, and we don't need to worry about using the Phonak app on these devices. To the right of the device name or below the device name, you should see either the word connected or not connected. Here we see that both the iPhone and the iPad are connected, but the Android is saying that we need to tap on the name of the hearing aid in order to then connect to the device. When using Paradise hearing aids from Phonak, with just two devices, let's say the iPad and the iPhone. Then switching between which device you want to send audio to and from your hearing aids is fairly straightforward because your hearing aids can be connected to two devices at the same time, and then it will automatically switch between each device depending on which one is actively sending audio into your ears through your hearing aid. For example, let's say you're watching a video or YouTube on the iPad and streaming audio from that video into your ears through your hearing aids like I'm doing right now. Now, let's say you want to go on a walk and say start listening to music from your phone instead of the iPad. When you are connected to both devices and when you start playing music on your phone, you will begin to hear the audio from the phone being streamed into your ears through your hearing aids, and the video on the iPad will automatically pause, thus stopping the audio from the video on the iPad. When you are done with your walk and want to resume streaming audio from the YouTube video that you just paused, simply press the play button on YouTube on the iPad and you'll start hearing the video again, thus automatically pausing the music from your phone. But now, let's say you have a third device, in this case an Android phone that you might need to use for phone calls or whatnot. Since we already have these Paradise hearing aids connected with the iPad and the iPhone, we can't just tap on the name of your hearing aids on the third device, on the Android phone, because we're already connected to these first two devices. In this case, we need to disconnect the hearing aids from either the iPad or the iPhone in order to free up one of the two available connections available in these Paradise hearing aids. To disconnect, you can do it two different ways. You can go to the hearing aid in the Bluetooth menu of the iPad or the iPhone, tap on the blue I button to the far right of the device name, then tap on Disconnect. This will disconnect the hearing aids, but it won't completely forget the pairing that you've already done. Or, in other words, wipe out the Bluetooth connection from the Bluetooth menu altogether. This means that you can simply reconnect at a later date without going through the whole setup and pairing process whenever you want to switch back to this device in a later date. Once the hearing aids are disconnected from the iPad, simply tap on the hearing aids on the Bluetooth menu in the Android, and your hearing aids should then connect right up, since now we have an available connection slot available to us. One way that I find to be slightly quicker and easier is to completely turn Bluetooth off on the device you no longer wish to use. Then tap on the name of the hearing aid on the other device's Bluetooth menu that you want to start streaming from. This will still keep the pairing saved to your Bluetooth devices just like the other method, but you'll need to make sure that you turn Bluetooth back on the device you just turned it off if you want to start using that device again in the future. Thus, you would have to then turn Bluetooth off on the Android phone. As long as you don't actually hit the forget button on the Bluetooth menu of either of these types of devices, you won't have to repair them again. You can simply disconnect and then reconnect between these different devices. If you use Marvel hearing aids, you will in fact have to do this reintroduction or repairing process whenever you need to be switching between more than two different devices, because Marvel again can only be paired with two devices total, but only connected to one single device at a single time. That's about it for this video. I hope this video shed some light on the difference between being paired and then being actively connected between multiple different Bluetooth devices. But if you have any other additional questions or concerns, feel free to leave them in the comment section below, and I'll address them either in a future video or I'll write you a response myself. As for today, thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, go ahead and give us a thumbs up, and if you want to see more videos just like this, go ahead and hit that subscribe button.